I'm back up in this area again. I left home this morning about 6:30. It's a long drive up here, but my friend told me about 5 different waterfalls, and some are they're all paddle. 3 of them are paddle to only ones, which I may or may not be able to access. That's the whole idea of being up here. Spend the night up in this area, then head back home tomorrow. Had a nice quick lunch at the rest area, and now I'm on the forest access road. I have to drive about, looks like about 4.5 kilometers down the road. I should come to Antonio or Antonine Rapids. We'll see what that's like. Get a few pictures there, video maybe, and if I can get past there, paddling, there's another falls. Not sure if it's upstream or downstream. I'm assuming that it's downstream, which way the creek's flowing. We'll see if I can access that. Whenever I know I'm driving on a forest access road, I never know what to expect. Whether it's really drivable or whether it's more like an ATV trail. This area is Crown land. There was a sign back at the entrance to the road saying that they will enforce the 21-day limit on Crown land. I'm only planning on camping for one night, so I'm sure I'm within the 21-day limit. Now the thing with Crown land, and I've said this before in videos, that you obviously can't reserve them, so you better have 3 or 4 options available, especially since this is a Sunday of a long weekend. I do have a number of backup sites available, or I think I'm hoping will be available. I see a trailer up here, so there's somebody camping just outside the road. Pretty big trailer. Almost there. 1.8 kilometers. If my coordinates are accurate. Beside me, all I'm seeing is a swampy area. I'm not seeing any creek. I did cross, the creek does cross the secondary highway behind me. So I'm assuming that it's over here somewhere. I'm seeing the marking on my map where the second falls is, so it's not too far off the road, but I don't think I can hike there from the road. I'm pretty sure I'd have to paddle upstream to it. But I will look as I pass by the area to see if there's any ATV trails or possible bushwhacks. Oh, it might be. A bit of a clearing back there. There might be a spot that I can just walk down to that falls. Okay, I'm coming to a bridge. The bridge should be where the rapids are.
In 300 meters, arrive at Arntorg Rapids on right.
Okay, let's see what we got here. See where I can park. Probably just past the bridge, looks like the best spot. Let's see what we have here. Don't see any rapids.
Arriving at Arntorg Rapids on right.
Well, we'll have a look here. I didn't see any rapids here. Well, I pulled off. This could have been at one time a pathway or something. I'm going to fall that down and see if I can come to the falls. So I'm pulled off the side of the road here. There's also, if I pulled in here, I could probably set up camp here as well. There is room to put a tent, probably even a dining shelter. You'd have to be awkward to walk around them. We'll see where this leads to. According to my GPS, I'm 230 meters away from what I called Forest Falls. We'll see if this clearing leads down there or not. I stopped by this what's called Antonine or Antonine Falls by the road. Didn't see anything there at all. If I can't get down the falls from here, I can access the river, the creek, from that point though, and paddle down. But we'll see if I can walk down here. It's not looking as if this leads down to the creek. It seems to be running parallel to it. It got as close as 195 meters, and now I'm moving further away. But follow it down. So again, I'm looking at the topo maps on my unit here. Hope you can pick that up here. Yeah, there we go. And as you see a spot there where a topo line crosses over the creek, that could be a spot for a waterfall, because there would be a drop there. So we'll see what's there. Back where Forest Falls access location I have is by a small opening in the creek. It might be a small lake. But I don't see any evidence of this being used as an ATV trail. Don't see any tire tracks here. They seem to enjoy racing up and down the road. And it looks like kind of ends here. Let's see. Yeah. No access here. So we'll head back, drive up to where the creek crosses the road. I had a look. I think I can get my canoe down. There's no, I didn't see any way that's often used, but I was able to walk down. If I can walk down, I can bring my canoe down. It doesn't look like it'd be that long of a paddle. I couldn't see any real current in the water, so I'm assuming that the creek would be flowing south. That'd be in a southeasterly direction, I guess. And if that's the case, I'll come to the top of the falls, and I need to find a spot where I can safely pull off and walk around. Well, there are 5 possible waterfalls on my list. I'm hoping that I can get to at least 2 or 3 of them. First one was the rapids, which I didn't see any there. And we'll see if I can access this falls up. So I just label it as Forest Falls. I don't know what the name of it actually is. Well, it's only 12:20, so I've got time to paddle down there. The other falls to paddle to, I'm not sure how long a paddle it would be. Wait till I get to the access point. The other 2 falls are, well, one is the side of a road, and the other one is you park at the roadside and do a hike in on an old road. Well, as part of the adventure, trying to find waterfalls that are a little bit more remote. I don't mind the adventure as long as it's not more than I can handle. Okay, I'm almost back out to my car. Okay, I'm back where the creek crosses the bridge, right underneath the bridge. According to my maps, it's about a 600-meter paddle, which isn't very long. Of course, the other possibility is that the rapids that I thought were right here at the bridge are actually that way. And if I have to pass them, that could be a problem. Again, I can't tell. I'm assuming that I'm heading downstream. I don't see a current here, so it's kind of hard to tell. But as far as I know, at this point, everything flows down towards the south, southeast, southwest, probably in this case, southeast towards the Atlantic Ocean. So we'll get in the boat and we'll paddle down and we'll see what we come to. Hopefully there'll be a falls there. If I am going downstream, I'll come to the top of the falls. I'm going to have to find a spot where I can safely pull over and not go over the falls, because that would be a bad thing. I haven't done that in let's see, in about 35 years, and I don't want to do it again. Well, I've only paddled about maybe 10 minutes in, and this is what I come to. The falls or the rapids or whatever is going to be downstream a few hundred meters still. However, I think I can come in over this way. The water is low. I went over to investigate first before I pull over here. Water's very low, but if I paddle a bit and jiggle a bit, yeah, I have to do a little jiggling to get over some of these. But I think if I can do that, I can go over that way, and I can jiggle a bit and go back over and kind of rock the boat through there, and I should be able to get past there. Hopefully there won't be any more obstacles once I pass this, but we'll see. It's all part of the adventure. Well, this is the rapids that I thought were down at the bridge. I'm about 250 meters away from the waterfalls, but I really can't line around these. I don't know how deep the water is in certain spots, and it's not really a good way of going from rock to rock. So this is as far as I'll go, I guess. Not quite what I was hoping to get today so far, but whatever. Well, I'm back at my canoe. Hopefully I was glad it didn't float away on me. I did have it tied up pretty well though. Now it's trying to. So I guess we're gonna be 0 for 2. There are rapids here. The rapids that I thought were at the bridge, 200 meters upstream, are here. There's no, I don't see any way that I can line them. And they're not deep enough that I can really call a waterfall, so it's no good. Apparently, I'll talk to the fisherman who is there, and the creek, the river does come up to the road further downstream. I could paddle up. That's what he did. He said there's 3 or 4 portages that you have to do. And of course, being crown land, they're not cleared. You have to make your own path, which he did, so I could too. But it's a longer ways up, and it's no guarantee that I could get to the falls anyway. So 0 for 2. There's 1 more falls I have to see if I can paddle to. If not, I'll head to where I want to camp and check out the 1 falls in that area that I haven't been to before. And tomorrow when I leave, I'll head down towards Kiosk to find a falls there that I haven't been to, apparently. So it's nice to be out. Didn't get to what I was looking for, but it's all good. Well, I came back again, pulled in my spot that I can pull up next to this log here. 0 for 2 today. The rabbits I thought were at the bridge are actually further ahead, and I couldn't go past them. And the falls was another 265 meters past there as the crow flies, and this creek kind of bends a lot. So I couldn't get to that falls either. But a bad day out in the woods beats a good day at home. So I'll paddle back, put the canoe back in the car. There is Lion Chutes. I think it's another one I have to paddle to. It's just 2 o'clock now, so I'll see if I can do that. It's apparently, if my GPS coordinates are correct, it is a longer paddle, but I'm not sure just how much longer. I'll just see when I get there. And of course, if I get this kind of obstacles again, if I can't get through, I can't get through, and then I'll just look for my crown land site. And there's 2 more waterfalls I want to visit. One I couldn't find earlier, a few weeks ago. I have the coordinates still, but I think I know where I can park. The last one, which I hope I can get at least one, make this week overnight trip worthwhile, is a roadside one on highway, I think it's 630 that goes into Kiosk. So nice view from here, actually. Nice and quiet. I'm paddling downstream, but there's not much of current here. Of course, any wind there is in my face, which is part of the course. We'll pop back to the bridge and I'll go on to the next one and see what I can get. This is just after the bridge. Paddling for about 2 or 3 minutes. There's a little babbling brook here. Can't really call it a rapids, can't really call it a waterfall, it's just a babbling brook. The soothing sound to me though. I just pulled up here on a bit of a sandbar here, sand spit, so I can be still while I photograph and video. Well, so far I'm 0 for 3 today. The rapids weren't really a falls, but I couldn't get past them to get to the falls off the forest access road. There must be another way of getting in there, because there was a guy down there fishing, but of course he didn't want to be telling people how to get to his fishing spot, so I understand that. Lion Chute, my parking coordinates had me actually driving down a recreation trail, which of course you can't do. It's going to be a 3.5 kilometer walk, and then you have to put your boat in the water and then paddle up. And again, that's not really doable. So I don't think there's any way of accessing that falls really, or that chute really. So I've got 2 more. One I want to look for today, and one I'll do tomorrow on the way back home. This one I was trying to find it last month. I couldn't find exactly where to park to access this little trail going down the falls. So I'm going to try again. Wish me luck. But I want to thank you all for watching another Camper 69 video. And if you like the video, please click on the like. It helps other people to find my page. And if you like to, please subscribe to my account. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time.